Well, hello there. Welcome once more to Quanchua's Kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I would like to say a very warm welcome to you. So, friends, this video is just to share with you how my birthday, actually our birthday, since some of you got to know in my community post, my husband and I almost share a birthday. Our birthdays are 2 days apart. So, anyway, early in the morning, I got up to water my flowers. This is something I do all the time. And my little boy, he always likes to take over. That's enough. No, stop. Finish. I planted from seeds this morning. Too much. So for our actual birthday meal, I wasn't gonna do anything special. I didn't plan anything special. No friends to come share with us anyway, which normally we would do. But I had this huge pork shoulder in the freezer that I was planning to use for this day, and call our friends over, just like three, four families to share with. But of course, we can't do that anymore. So anyway, on Sunday, which happened to be the day before my birthday, the 19th, which would have actually been normally the day my husband and I celebrate our birthday. I had just come from my 4 day straight of night shift. I was terribly tired, so on that day we really didn't do anything. But anyway, my friend called me that she was in the Chinese store and if I needed anything, so I gave her my tour list, among which was these two cuts of pork, just so we could have it. So at least we had something that was part of the plan. And so I'm seasoning this, and trust me, I'll be sharing a real grilled pork recipe with you. So I've marinated this already now, and I'm going to put it in the fridge to keep on, have some time to work its magic. And whilst that is doing, I'm going to be making a pineapple upside down cake. And there's a recipe here already. That was a recipe I shared with you in the beginnings of the channel. That is my husband's favorite. Like, he loves pineapple upside down. He won't stop bugging me. And I went in the pantry and I saw I had a can of these pineapple rings still in there. So I was like, let me just make this cake for him. At this moment, he's at work, and this happened to be actually on my birthday. So this is the 20th Monday, because we didn't do anything on his birthday or on the 19th, which is normally when we celebrate. So anyway, I have arranged the rings, and now I'm creaming my sugar and egg yolks. And trust me, watch that video. I think it was very new. I annoy myself watching that video, but please watch it for the time being if you really like pineapple upside down. And in due time, I'll make another video. Okay. So yeah, that is it. Very simple cake, quick to make. And if you are a pineapple lover, you'll hopefully like it. Yeah, so I saw in the comments, somebody in my community post, somebody asked me if we were high school sweethearts, because I mentioned that we celebrated the past 16 birthdays together on the 19th. Not really high school sweethearts. We've known each other all our lives. We grew up in the same church, so we used to be like cousins. We were family friends, cousins. My big sister actually lived with my husband's family for a while, and so we were more like cousins. And just before I went to college, we went to the same university. We both went to Ken University. We started going out. So I was like 20 years. Yeah, so yeah. That's the answer, I hope. But I'll respond to all the comments. So we've been in the same church, same most we went to the same primary in JSS, and then we went to the same college, and that's it. Yeah, and I said we have a lot in common, but we are also two very, very different people. Very different people. We have a lot of mutual friends because, like I said, same church, same schools. The only school we didn't go together basically was secondary school. Of course, he went to a boys' school, I went to a girls' school. Yeah. But like all couples, of course, we have a lot of differences. Very many, many, many of those. Anyway, our pineapple upside down is looking lit now. Yes, and so I have just added the butter onto my layered pineapple and our cherries, and I'm going to be baking this in no time. So now that the cake is baking, I'm going to be making some green chili sauce, which will go with the pork, and we are having it with fried yams. So when I went to my friend to pick up my grocery that she got for me, she was like, "Wait, I'm coming. I have something else for you." So she went in her backyard. This is my friend Edwige, the one I went to her garden to get mint and stuff for my juice. Yeah, we both love gardening, and it's crazy. You'll be just happy to listen to us, or maybe you think we're crazy, but we have fun talking about our plants and everything. Anyway, her onions came back from last year, and these leaves, like she said, I've been giving some to my neighbors, but I have so many leaves, so here, this is yours. And so I had some scallions in the fridge I was going to be using to make my chili sauce, because I always use all green ingredients. No, so that was the scallions, but I put it aside. And these leaves are more than enough for me to make my perfectly green chili sauce. So I'm just washing it with other ingredients. I have my bell pepper and some parsley, paprika, garlic, and those peppers in the far side are from my garden. I took off the heads now, and I'm going to go ahead and start blending. So I don't have a recipe here, but I think I try to make this very conclusive enough that if you really watch, hopefully you are able to replicate this. I didn't even measure anything, so I can't really give you like an ingredient list, but hopefully this helps you. So at this point, my husband is back from work, and he's actually helping me film, and we are joking around. Yeah, my daughter gave me her little uh, headband, yeah, tiara thing that her auntie had given her for her last birthday party. She's like, "Mommy, here, you can be the birthday princess today." So yeah, I'm wearing that. On top of my hair, that is like a total mess. I am terrible with hair. I can't do anything with my hair. I have nobody to do my hair. So take me as I am, okay?
Yao Jai, don't do it. I'm on your phone, yo.
No, 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 no.
Ooh, that's a lot of pepper.
Definitely.
Add my ginger. Let me tell you a secret about ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Makes everything better. Add some water.
Yes, that is how much ridicule I get in this house. Like, seriously. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, like I said, I'm trying to use all green ingredients in here to make my chili sauce. And feel free to add any leaves of your choice. Whatever you can eat, I normally would put a little bit of cilantro as well. But I didn't have enough on my plant in the backyard, and I wasn't going to kill it just to make this sauce. So the parsley works. And I will be making this again to give you like a real, recipe. I'll measure my ingredients and everything, weigh them, so I can give you an accurate ingredient list. So here we are, all shades of green, depending on whatever you blended. I love to play around like that, I guess. And so I am just gonna be stirring everything together. The oil is melting, it's smelling just beautiful, beautiful. And this doesn't cook for too long. In no time, our sauce will be ready. So anyway, earlier on today, I made the fish. Uh, that is part of my grocery list from my friend. So I decided not to even freeze it, and have to deal with it again. So I left it in the fridge overnight, and in the morning, as soon as I woke up, I just seasoned it and baked it. So that is done and ready to go in the freezer shortly. Yeah. And yeah, somebody's kitchen, somebody's highway. Like, we have to make do. We both have to try to, uh, accommodate each other, I should say, because this little guy, he's always just driving past. Sometimes, if I'm not looking, I'm bumping into him, he's bumping into me. But we try to make do. So I've added a little bit of salt, and now I'm adding just a little bit more of the oil because I thought I didn't have enough oil. It's okay if I was just going to eat everything today, if it was for a little party or get together, it would all be gone in no time. But I'm going to save some, so I wanted a little bit more oil. And this is done. This took about what? Probably 20 minutes. So the less liquid you put in your mix, the quicker it will cook for you anyway. And this is done. And our cake is baked. Beautiful. Just try this recipe. If you really love pineapple, you have to try this. Okay, I'm going to link the recipe video here for you, and hopefully you love it just as much as we do. So I brought out my pork from the fridge, and now I'm adding some kebab pepper to this. I had actually planned to put some of the green chili sauce on the meat, so I wouldn't have to put any oil and, a little bit of spice. And since the sauce has various ingredients, it would have been, like part of the marinade, the ginger and everything. But whoo, that chili sauce is just way too hot. If I put that on here, my kids won't eat it. So I actually put some kebab pepper. I would have put some kebab pepper as well anyway. So I put a lot more, and that I could have done, way ahead for the meat to marinate more, but it turned out so good anyway. So anyway, my husband has been out. He has warmed the grill or heated up the grill, and I'm just putting the raw meat on here for him since I still have my gloves on, and then he will do the rest of the work. So these yams we are about to fry, I brought them from the freezer. So normally I buy about, a few tubers of yam, maybe anywhere between 3 and 6, depending on the price or availability in the African market. And then I peel them, cut some up like this to fry, and some to boil. So how did it get on top of that thing?
It won't get on top of it.
Abuj, but where's the big grilling ring?
Abuj.
Abuj.
Where's the big grilling one?
The brush.
Oh,
This is for indoors. You are going to hurt yourself for nothing.
okay. I'm alright. My age manager. I do this job 20 years. Time I start, now Rollins will be president.
Now, but diaper.
Nothing. What's in the team?
Okay. So at this point, I was like, okay, let me just go fry my yams, okay? Just beautiful. And yes, they came from frozen, but they fry so beautifully. Beautifully. So the meat is done. Just look at that. He did such a good job. Every time he goes, I call him Aboch. Abochi. Like normally in Ghana, the men that grill the meat, they call them Abochi. I don't even know. I think it's just a name from up north, and probably maybe some famous or some good griller used to have, must have been called Abochi at one point in time, but normally we just call them Abochi. So I normally call him that, and he was just tickled that I said that on camera. Just look at that, just beautiful, beautiful. I really hope to share like a real recipe, a good one with you. We love pork, especially when we have our friends. It's just like a little bit from home to do it this way, like suya and everything on it. Pork in Ghana is a huge thing, like pork with kenke, pork with fried yams. And so whenever you have Ghanaians coming over, it's like something we do for the holidays, the 4th of July, Ghana's Independence Day on 6th March, birthdays, like gatherings. If you can have some pork and you can grill. This is supposed to be a vlog after all, so I had to just let you guys see all some of the behind the scenes. Like normally when we are filming together or I have anybody else filming me, that is how much I try to lighten things up. Have fun, as Nanaba will say. And don't forget to have fun, especially in that kitchen, okay?
to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to mommy. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Ooh la la. Shake your hands and ha la la. Hiya, eat
my chicken.
Eat my pork!
Yes.
So obviously a very simple day, just the love of family. It's always good. It's like amazing to be able to share birthdays with my husband. It's always been fun. Thanks for the love. Thanks for all the well wishes. We truly appreciate. And until I come your way next time with something delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.